Can you hear some now? No, that's not. Now, does this work? I hope this works. Oh my goodness. It is
no sound.
Echoing in and still no sound. Okay, because this has it on. Good? Oh, yes. Okay. I think it's just a delayed reaction. We'll get this figured out. Yeah, we have to do this all differently with our things plugged in. We'll have to figure out how to practice ahead of time. That is so weird. Oh, okay. Thanks, guys. At least tomorrow works for All Good Cards Club because that's a whole different system. So we're all good. So thanks. We are back with some more fun online exclusives. And this is the host code. The Thanksgiving is quickly winding down. With Thanksgiving next week, it's amazing how quickly this is all going. But okay, so much better. Okay, good. You guys are awesome for putting up with all this. I guess it's really just amazing how all this can work and change. All right, let us get started. I had to go get this from the other room because this is the one I've been playing with right now and making cards. I'm loving this Cake Celebrations. And it has dies to go with it. But if you notice all these parts.
I think I'm going to turn the other lights on. Okay.
Yeah, maybe. So we're figuring out lighting too now that it's dark so early. It's really interesting. Gail says she's still working on last month's All Good Cards Club. Well, tomorrow's will be interesting because it's gift ideas, and we don't expect anyone to make all 6 gifts. These are just, this is like a pick and choose and have fun with us and have these ideas to store away from when you need them. You know, you can make them for birthday gifts. So anyway, I just wanted to look, how pretty is this double, however many layers that is, of chocolate cake on the pink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is a belly band card.
Ooh.
And it's a gatefold card, and it's asymmetrical because it doesn't meet in the middle. Isn't that cool? This is Elaine Shader, and look, the little fun little lights all through that. I think those colors, I really like pink and black and pink, and this is pink and espresso, you know, brown, gray, all of those are neutral colors. And navy too, all of those with neutral colors with pink as the second color just works so well. Okay, here's the next one. And what is All Girls Club? Oh, Carol, I love that. Yeah, you can tell I talk too fast. It's All Good Cards Club, and always just ask questions. It's our club, which is like a little membership. I love talking about it. I'll talk about more and more, but we spend we do all kinds of stuff. We do mystery stamping once a month. We have a class, and it's a low cost amount. So anyway, I'll just respond to that later. But let's do these. Let's do a couple of these side by side because I have 3 of them. Let's do this first because these are both just the flat stamping. Look how pretty that is, just with 2 pinks. I think they are just.
It looks like it's built up. So
yeah, and I really like that. That is Dina Lenneman. And then this one, this is flat, but this part is layered. Do you see how that's die cut? And then the frosting here is die cut. So you can mix and match all these pieces. I also love us, the happy up there, birthday here. And just the layout of this card is just very sweet. Yeah. Well, thank you, Kathy, says Carol. It is awesome. Jean says, I never could figure out what to do with technology. I'm one of those old dogs, you can't learn new tricks. You know what our problem is? Whenever they change, if tech just changed, if tech stayed the same, and I could learn one thing and do it over and over, I'm fine. But then when they go change things, I just can't think like all the young people do and try to solve the issues.
It's called progress.
But we do the best we can.
Supposed to get better.
And we appreciate you guys. Yes. This is Monica Gilberti. Aren't they? Look at the selection of cards using the same stamp set, but they all look totally different. So if you had a set of cards ready, all your birthday cards would still be different. So thank you, everyone. This is just wonderful. This is another set. I actually got my new one came because I given one, and so I just have one I don't have here. But I think this is so adorable. We have the dog, the older girl, the little girl. These things. I got to show you the cutest card. Look at these colors. This makes me think of how I would color as a child too. I've thought about that a lot. The bright colors. Is that just adorable? This is done by Lisa Schultz. This is on watercolor paper, so it has a kind of a different little look to it. And it's beautiful. I love the bright colors and the striped rainbow umbrella, and then the clouds. So that would be with the dyes and the rain. That whole thing is just stunning. Elaine says she can't tell if we're live or not. Well, we're live. And Pat says that's why we have grandkids, to keep us up to date with that. Boy, that's the truth. And they work so fast. They don't always make the best teachers because they just work so fast. But they can fix things.
Even our kids are that's smart.
But I look at this too, and I love what I love about this one. This is Dawn Bourget. And I want to notice the coloring. So these are different ways of coloring. This is done with blends too, but do you see how she's done the dark color?
Yep.
And she hasn't blended them in. So isn't that an awesome look too? I just think that's so fun. She's really used the outlining, and then you have a choice. You can blend things in so it looks like a slow kind of a color change, or leave it like this. And I think that is just cute too. And I love how she colored those two matching, and that spark of color, the sponging right underneath there. And I like this. You are the umbrella to my rainy days. I like that to the dog. And Michelle says, I've been told that when things, your brain to work better. So whenever the grocery store adjusts the shelves and locations, I remember that instead of getting angry. Yes, that it forces our brain to work. That's true. We still need to work out. The thing is, we're doing this publicly because you guys are watching us struggle. But that's where we just appreciate your patience that you go along with us. But that is a really good way to look at things. I agree. And then we have one more. I said the name on that. Sitting up. So I'm doing 3 or 4 cards. Oh, I guess I have a couple more. Look at this adorable idea. How adorable is this? The colored boots popped up. The umbrella popped up. The rest of it, just black and white. So it's like that pop of color. I think that is absolutely stunning. And this feels like our rain today, going more sideways. You know, when the wind is blowing. Is that adorable? This is Laura Mulligan. So I think all 3 of these cards are as cute as can be, and they've all done something different with the coloring. And then
but only one has a dog.
And then one more. This is with the girl in there. I just wanted to show this because this is like a dark and gloomy night. But you see how that's stamped on a darker color, and it just has that feeling when you're out at night and then looking. Now,
this is a different, because this is going the other way.
Well, this is the umbrella. So I just am showing one that has this stamp. Okay. So it's the bigger stamp. So it's going the other way. But I just think, Julie Salva, this is another interesting way of not needing to add color. So just stamped in that. I guess you can see it when I turn it. And then we just have that night look in the clouds. And it's like you're out walking at night. Is that fun?
Well, it kind of looks like a murder mystery from channel PBS.
It does. It could be the cover of a short story that Tim is developing.
Yes.
Michelle says, oh, this is hilarious. I like how your brain figured out what I was trying to type. Because I did. You know, that auto spell correct just really makes things change. Yes, this is an online set. Everything I'm showing tonight is just available online. So if you have any trouble finding it, just let me know and I'll send you the links. But I just think these are so lovely. And these onlines just became available this month. So that's why I was focusing on these for a couple of weeks. But I think all of these are such interesting interpretations. And these all make me think of a story, you know, like they are telling some kind of a story.
Yep.
So that's just pretty cool. The one I still don't have, Michelle said she's busy cutting paper for All Good Cards Club tomorrow. So that's awesome. This is the other one I don't have. And I wanted to show really 2 cute cards, but I will have it because I'm certainly going to want this for Valentine's. I think these are adorable. So look at this one. These are both. We go together like salt and pepper. Look how fun to connect that with the hearts.
Yes.
And then the reds, and you can see how this is built in. This is solid. So when this is stamped in black, the pepper's black. This is stamped in red, so it's a red pepper.
I like it.
I just think that is so cool, as the stamps are like that. And I love both interpretations. I think using the hearts, this just makes a great Valentine's.
You're more salt and pepper than I am, because I'm
Yeah.
pure white.
Yeah, you're pure white. I'm salt. I'm still a little salt and pepper, a little bit, mostly white. Perfect pair. Janice Waitman. I just think these are just such clever ideas. And then I love the black and white and like the blue glass, like kind of looking through it, and the blue in the back. Just stunning layouts. And this is Dawn Bourget again. So I think those are very cool. Next, let's look at this one. Kim says she's finally working on her Christmas cards, finally. Who is still working on theirs, and who doesn't start till after Thanksgiving? I mean, this is interesting. I'm guessing if you guys put in if you're finished or not, we're going to run about 50-50. 50 people finished, 50% finished. So we'll see how close I am. I will count them up if you're finished or not finished.
Don't you know people that do theirs in like July?
Oh, yeah. Among the Swallows. So this is a large stamp. And I have 2 cards with this too. I showed 2 last week. One was embossed and it was elegant. And one was kind of a tone on tone. And I just thought these 2 are so fun because they happen to use the same color. Let's see if they're the same people. This one is Janice Waitman. This one is Marianne Grimmer. What I think is so cool about this is the fun of doing swaps. It's one of my favorite parts about being a demonstrator. But you could say they both use Lost Lagoon. They both have the base card, Lost Lagoon, and then they both stamped in Lost Lagoon. She stamped on a piece of white paper. She stamped on a piece of Pool Party. So you have one that's shaded and one that's white. And even this is quite similar, how they put their words across, and then she added the flowers. And they are both gorgeous. I think that is just so fun. Rosemary, oh, I love Rosemary said she's still working on her fall cards. I love it. Oh, this is fun. I don't know if I can count, but Michelle says, I'm not sure if I finished or not. I have a ton of cards, but I'm not organized enough to have my list ready to decide how many I need. Oh, that is funny. Jennifer, oh, I love this. She starts her Christmas cards on Thanksgiving Day while snacking and watching movies. Oh, see, I think that's a wonderful tradition. Brenda said she's about 2/3 done. Where do I put her? So that is so fun. Oh, Frida. Oh, I'd heard. She said she's ready. Hers are ready to mail, but her Canadian post office is on strike. Oh, my goodness. I think I was just reading something about the possibilities. Oh, interesting.
That's so good.
Chris has not started. So anyway, very fun. Now we're going to show some different ones with this Hearts of Elegance, and this has all the dies with it too for the all sizes of hearts. I showed several last week, so we have different ones to show. And I thought what I love about this card is we're using the same paper, but it's not all the reds and pinkish look. Look at this is very
around, so yeah.
I mean, you see it, it's just that touch there of the red and pink, but it's the beige look. And I think that is stunning with this. This is Janet Holmes. And I love that with the gold and the beige.
Yep.
And just that little tip. It gives a whole different look than using the reds. And oh, this is so fun to get sidetracked by all the comment. Randy says, my happy place is my well-loved craft room. I enjoy seeing the cards. Teresa's almost done. A bunch of you haven't started. That's so fun. And now look at these side by side.
My happy place is our craft house.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. It really is. But you see how we both of these start with this fancy heart. What I love about this card. Yeah. Oh, this Kathy Seal. She's on my team. Oh, look at her fun little edging. Just that tiny little edging inside makes such a difference. But I'm loving how she's done this circle and then a gold around it to go with that. It's like a beautiful accent with that.
Yeah.
So that is
nice.
And this probably originally said love you. Maybe it is, but you see how you can cover that up because love you is a wonderful comment. So I love how that's just tucked right in. But I love both of these. And I thought they both have this thing, but those are just totally different looking cards. And I think Frida says it's been since Friday and they hope they get this settled sooner. Well, I sure hope so. That is for sure. Michelle says she lives in a craft house too because she doesn't have a craft room. Yeah, in the UK, we relate. I also, okay, I'm going to show 2 more cards with this. Now, this one is the large, one of the larger. There's an even larger heart than this. But isn't that gorgeous with the love you? And this is not a Valentine's card to me. This is a thank you or just thinking of you. And again, I think these colors, this layout is just beautiful. And this is Joey Hartman. I love that. And then the last one, I had to put this in because this happiness inside is from another stamp set. But you know, when we mix and match, isn't that perfect? Because with a heart, and then to say happiness inside, is that, oh, this is Janie Backer again, crafted with you in mind. I thought, isn't that a sweet message? So that's from a different stamp set, but I just loved using the heart and then the happiness inside. And then that happiness is like what she said, that did this with you in mind, or it could be a gift card. It could be anything. It could be a photo. It could be anything. But I really loved just that diversity of what there was.
Okay. I just want to say that love you kind of sounds like I don't know what it sounds like, but I love you is completely different than love you.
Yeah, but we often say love you when people are leaving. It's often been shortened nouns, kind of, either way is just kind of a fun, but that is just so striking. Yeah, that's really cool. I agree. And it's, where people are much freer with saying things like that now than they used to. When we were growing up, we never said that.
I got to notice to see what you say to me when we go say goodnight. Do you say love you or do you say?
You better notice.
I know.
If you don't notice, then it's like I didn't say it, right? Okay. And then I guess I don't have this stamp set out either, but this is these pretty little flowers. It's a 2-step. So I think both of these are really fun. So this one has the shaded spruce and then one of the pinks. And this is darker color. So just look how the feeling just changes when you change colors on something. So this card is a joy fold. It's Elaine Shader. So it opens like that and it opens like that. If this were sealed up, it could also be done as a pocket card. So many folds are related. And I just think that is beautiful. This one is Nancy McBee and opens like this. Ooh. Thanks for being so kind. So it's going to stand up like that. I think they are just beautiful.
So shaded spruce.
Is this color?
Yeah, it sounds like a Christmas tree.
Unless it's pretty. Yeah, it does. Well, so definitely like a Christmas color. Oh, Luann's going to love this comment. Luann is who helps me on Tuesday nights do all my die cutting. Gail says, I was wishing for a Luann on Saturday when I was die cutting around 180 items. I guess when we're all in full mode making Christmas cards quantity wise, we could all use a Luann. Oh, that is hilarious. I love that. Okay. And then this is another one. I'm going to show 2 cards using the stamp set. And then 2 using the paper because it's also in the paper.
Utterly amazing.
I think this is just sweet. So we have this, we're cute together. And here's the stamp set. This is Lynn Feldkamp. And you can see from the die cuts, look at those fun little logs that they're sitting on. But how adorable is that?
Yep.
We're cute together. I think that is so cute. So that is really cute. And then there's this one. And this one is Stamping with Sherry, whoever that is. But I wanted to show she's using a plaid background, and you can see this is this stamp colored in smoky slate. So isn't it fun that you can color them totally different colors to go with whatever you're using? So they are beautiful. Anne says she has Christmas card left over from last year. So you get a year off. Is that what you're saying? So as long as they're not all the same ones you sent last year, now you're going to send them again. Now we're going to look at 2 done with the paper.
Do you think people would remember? Oh, you sent me this card last year?
I wouldn't. I would love it. I think because I think it'd be funny if I did remember. I would love it because I would feel like, oh, they're getting efficient or something.
Or lazy.
Or they're not one of those that kept track of who got what card. I know some people that keep track of who got what birthday card each year, so they don't send the same one. Man, I couldn't do that for anything. You're just lucky if you get one for me. And if it matches last year's, all the better. I was thinking about you again. Right? So what's fun about this card, here's a couple of things. This is from the paper. You can see this cutout comes from here. It cuts out the paper. These are fussy cut, but I just love this, the mom and the baby and the kids. Look, it's like a family here, and the dad and the little guy. And this is very similar. This is Judy McCulloch. And I just wanted to notice that this is very, do you see this is the same fold as this one? But this is just on part of the front. So we just call them different cards. When I do something on a Thursday, I'll often show how things relate. But I love how these fronts, the fold is the same, but this front is a regular one. And I know we've done these cards, but I really also like this, how it was just really a long one right across the middle like that. Isn't that cute? But they're the same fold. So I just think that's pretty exciting. Yeah, I did say that name. And then this is another one that is from the paper cutout. And then just the circles, you're Otterly Amazing. So I think that is really cute. And I love that inside. That's a very, very classy inside. This is Brenda Springer. And you see she's a bunch of these too. That is a gorgeous inside. Yes. It's a great card, but I just really noticed that.
Those cattails, right?
Yep. Pat said she had Christmas cards left over from last year, and they're going to the requests she saw for cards for hurricane victims. Wonderful. Oh, that's cool. Gail says she takes her leftovers to her family reunion, and they do a raffle to raise money for the building. So the building must be where you meet to pay there or whatever. But what a fun idea. And that kind of makes it like a game, and things are going to a cause. So I still have to go back and look. We were talking last week about whether or not people still do this at weddings. We're trying to figure out, but these are some more fun cards. I just think this is such a cute set. And here I love when we were talking about black and white and then adding one color. So here is black and that pinkish. And I absolutely love the little pink, but then it's very neutrals. Oh, that is adorable. Aurora Tucker.
That is cute.
And then we have one in here that's just all done in pinks. So here we have just the touch of black on the outside. These are like this is really a monochromatic one. And how cool is that? These are so fun. And this is Tracy Filter. And then I have one more going with the blues. So isn't it fun that you can orient this either way? So on this one, it's oriented the long way, and you can see how these are dragging. And I always think of that because they drag down the street. But notice on this one, they just put them up high so you still see them. I love it. And this is Kristen Bryant. And she's also using that new folder that has the kind of like a plaid or quilted kind of a background. Oh, those are fun. And oh, Melody, that is so sweet. She says, first time my mother has caught you live. She loves watching you because of how you do your video, explains well what you see. My mom is almost blind, but makes hundreds of cards each year. That, I love that. That is awesome. And thank you for sharing that. And doesn't that show what a crafting community we are, that we will still love what we do. We'll do what we can. We share with others. I think that is fabulous. And so our last one is Happy Hibiscus. Okay, so this is an over-the-top card.
It is.
I don't tend to do over-the-top cards, but I sure think they're fun to get. So I love all this stuff. Who here is an over-the-top? I know Renee Duchesne is. Who else here is an over-the-top stamper? But I just think this is so cool. This one is Alicia Markford. And this is embossed in white on the paper. So it's flat. And then these things are put in, and I just think these little leaves are just cute. And this stencil, I'm going to do a video really soon on not stencils, but embossing folders. But you see how she's used white ink to kind of lighten the color around. So that is absolutely stunning.
This with the heat gun?
Yep, that is with the heat gun. And then I'm going to show these two that show here. This is a fun fold. You Make Me Smile. And it goes out like this. This is from Carol Rosengren. Okay, and you see how it stands up like that? This is also put through the embossing folder. This comes with, do you see how these flowers are flat? You have all these different ways of doing this. You can just stamp them. Here it's stamped and embossed. This is not stamped at all. It's just gone through the embossing and cut out. So you don't see any edging, but you see a lot of texture in there.
Yep.
And then just a little bit of sponging in the middle. And this card has both. You can see we have textures and stamping, if you can kind of tell the difference. So I just love how you can kind of do this however you want. And I also love this little touch of gold up there to go with the heart. Do you see the 1, 2, 3 and the congrats?
This looks like, in the old days, like a $5 card that you would buy at a store.
Yes.
It's so
Yes.
elegant.
Yes. And this is the kind of card my mother would just love. Yeah, I think that's so fun. And this is Cheryl Lee. And then the last one, back to the flat stamping again. I think it is just so fun that what we do has such a variety and that we get to just play. I think the most fun thing about what we do is just playing. And that's how we all become more creative together. So it is awesome. So on Thursday, we're going to do something really fun and really simple. You get the list if you're on my mailing list. So make sure you're on the, okay, see, I can't even finish a sentence because I get sidetracked. Jan was saying that she's an over-the-top person occasionally. And Pat says, I don't do many over-the-top cards, but my non-crafting friends think I do. Whoa, that is a great comment, because if you don't craft at all, any of these would feel over the top. You know, it is a matter of perspective. That is so fun. And somebody else just said that they don't, Jeannie said, no over the top for me, but I sure love receiving them. Ditto. It's so fun. Thank you for joining us. Let me know if you need anything, and we'll see a bunch of you tomorrow and the rest of you on Thursday. Thank you so much for being in our community. Oh, by the way, new catalogs I'm going to be ordering to come out. So if you are not currently working with another demonstrator and would like to have me send you one for free, you'll see in the show notes a place to go to request a free catalog.
Catalog is this?
And this can be the January to April and celebration. So we'll be sending those out in December. So coming soon. Thanks, everyone.
Goodbye.
Bye.